Hi there, Suns fan here with Cinderin. We're deep within the draft, so let's get in and check out what we got because this is Beastcoast versus PSG.LGD, who is the #1 team right now, and they are looking unstoppable. But this is an interesting one, Cinderin, because LGD doesn't have too much to play for in terms of standings because they're secured top 1 in the group. Beastcoast,
5 seconds remaining.
if our calculations are correct, they need both games. Well, technically, they could slide in a tiebreaker if things go a different way with some of the other teams that we think are going to go. For all intents and purposes, let's just assume Beast Coast needs 2 games, which is a stretch.
That's a tall order against this team.
LGD has lost 1 game, 1 single game.
They're 13-1, and they drew against Team Secret. That was the only single game they lost. The interesting thing about this LGD team is that they've been behind in a couple of games, even quite severely. They had a game against, I think it was Fnatic, that they were very far behind. And they had a game earlier today against Elephant, where they were very far behind. And they still managed to come back. So the majority of their games, they're just better. And then in some of the games, they actually get challenged a lot, and they're still just better. So, you know, it's impressive to watch. They're an absolute treat, and a lot of people anticipating them to go the whole way, or at the very least. At this point, I think it's fair to say for PSG.LGD fans and LGD in general, anything below top 3 is a massive disappointment at this point, just with how good they are. That would be a very big letdown. So one of the clear favorites going in and still delivering. So Beast Coast, a team that people were a bit uncertain about. You know, some people were like, okay, they're not going to do very well. Others had them to go in the upper bracket, and they have the chance now to do that with a good result here. They're currently 7-7 in their group, which is a very respectable result. Easily the best performance out of the SA teams, of which we have SG as well as Thunder Predator, both now mathematically eliminated from the tournament. So the one remaining SA team here might not only survive, but also make the upper bracket with a good showing. But they do have the arguably hardest match in the end, and that can be both good and bad.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, Beast Coast has played relatively well, for sure, like you said. I mean, this is a tough group. I mean, I guess both groups are tough in the end, but LGD taking IO, Rubik, Lesh to start things out, and Beast Coast with the Earthshaker, Timber, and Hoodwink.
Dire team pick.
Which I'm a little bit surprised we haven't seen more Hoodwink, actually.
I'm surprised we haven't seen more Pangolier.
That's true. Pango is, well, Pango did get changed, and it seems like it ends up being a nerf in the end, in some cases. In most cases.
When he got changed with the slow going onto the shield crash,
that was fine. But
then he was really good.
Yeah, but then they changed some mana around. Basically, he's starved for mana horribly.
Yeah.
And it just makes him feel pretty bad overall. But we're going to see it from LGD.
Yeah. I've seen it, I think, out of all the games I've caught out of the corner of my eye. This is the first game we cast a Pango. I think I've seen it played once or twice only in other games. And this is a great counterpick to it.
Indeed.
Bloodseeker, Rupture. Pangolier is an extremely mobility-dependent hero. His ulti relies on free movement because you're magic immune, but obviously the ulti of Bloodseeker will pierce that and punish you every inch you roll. I said inch again, so you understand what I mean.
Thank you.
If I said millimeter, you would have been like, how much does a millimeter weigh? And we want to avoid getting into those kind of conversations because it's embarrassing, and the audience just wants you to understand. So
thank you, Cinder.
You're very welcome.
You're very kind.
Yes.
The Imperial system is pretty garbage. I will agree with you. But either way, the millimeters or inches, regardless, we will see a lot of rupture damage being done to Mr. Pango here. But we don't even know what position this is technically. It's probably the 3, unless it's like a core Rubik in some respect, which we haven't seen in quite some time.
Yep.
When's the last time we've seen core Rubik?
Not at this event.
Yeah.
At least.
I miss it. I miss mid Rubik. So fun. So fun. Probably a little too good, though.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know if it was too good. I don't think the win rate for it was that crazy. If anything, it was probably below 50% when people were playing it core mid. If you're talking about the one that had the Fate Bolt Steel's damage talent.
No, I'm talking about the
You mean
Dendy
TI2?
Days.
Okay.
Days, yeah.
Right. Very old.
Good stuff.
I don't know. It was very entertaining. I think people are more forgiving about heroes being powerful if they're like fun and high skill.
Yeah, Pudge, for example.
Yeah.
Pudge would be pretty good with a Bloodseeker, Cinder. Just throwing it out there.
Pudge was good for 2 weeks when his passive gave health regen in lane. That was great.
That was more than 2 weeks, and that was glorious. I agree.
Loved that version of Pudge, and therefore it had to be taken away.
Yeah, not only did they take that away, but they also lowered the hook speed.
5
like, okay,
remaining.
let's make him unusable. That's great. And then his shard was picked up. Oh, we're starting to see some Pudge again because you can eat your teammates, which is always very fun to do, especially when you're morbidly obese like Pudge. Then they changed the cast range, and now it's very difficult to use. Very sad indeed.
I just want Pudge to be good, man.
Yes.
I do. I think the hero is really fun, and it's fun to watch. It's fun to play, fun to watch. Not so fun to play against, but you can only have 2 out of 3 of those. You can't have a hero that's fun to watch, fun to play, and fun to play against. That's just not possible.
That's probably true.
So.
I feel like there might be an exception there, but I can't think of anything off the bat here.
Maybe Leshrac.
What about Pango?
He's not fun to play against. He's very annoying to play
Well,
against.
if you're Beastcoast and you have Rupture,
I guess so. If you have the right hero, he might be fun to play against.
there's a lot of right heroes. A lot of things go through BKB these days. Get a
True.
Bane, get
Yeah.
a Winter Wyvern.
It's true. 2 of my favorite supports are actually decent against Pango. So
Juggernaut. All right,
Jugger.
so LGD.
Yep.
Got quite the push lineup going.
Yeah, Lesh Jug. Definitely want to hit those towers. And they want to, maybe some of the logic here is you want to stand your ground, right? You're playing against Bloodseeker and Timber. They want to chase you down and kill you. But what if you have Healing Ward and you can just stand and fight instead of resetting and running away?
5 seconds
Might
remaining.
be part of the reasoning here. Also, double heals. IO with Healing Ward is so much healing on the primary target. I assume we might see IO playing together more with the Leshrac than the Jugger this game. In this tournament so far, we've mostly seen IO played with carries, but obviously you always do have the option to play with any of the heroes in your team that you like. So, interesting stuff. Might play Jug Rubik lane and IO Pango.
And what are we looking
How
at for
about Pango
Beastcoast?
mid?
Pango is a position 1 this game, I would assume.
Pango?
Maybe.
Or Bloodseeker?
Or, sorry, Bloodseeker.
Yeah, Bloodseeker's a 1.
I wish Pango was
They
mid.
play
Holy
this on
jeez.
K1.
That would be a dream.
I think this is an offlane Timber Shaker, Hoodwink 5, and they're going to last pick a mid hero for Chris Luck. Maybe eyeing the Queen of Pain. These heroes on LGD don't have that much health, and you do have some stun setup with Shaker and Hoodwink. Quap is also good at bursting health down really quickly, which is something Bloodseeker loves to play with. If you have any hero in your team that gets multiple heroes to, like, say, half HP quick, that could be nice.
Sniper! All right.
Select
Wow.
your heroes.
All right. Well, one thing
Seen a
LG
couple
don't
games.
really have is good catch.
Mm-hmm.
So Chris Luck will be playing with one of the most expensive cosmetics in the whole game.
Yeah, that's a tough one to get.
That looks like it is from a totally different game than Dota, but somehow passed the glance value control police.
Cinder, once something is put in, it doesn't matter how crazy it is. Within a week,
Yep.
everybody they forget about it.
Yeah.
You remember when Scan was put in? That's basically from StarCraft, it feels like. Now nobody's complaining. That is actually a feature as opposed to a cosmetic. Cosmetics are way down there.
Yeah. And honestly, his silhouette is still very identifiable. There's no one smaller than Sniper. So
That's true. And he has a gun. Who else has a gun in this game?
true.
Maybe Ursa had with the cowboy hat cosmetic.
Cowboy hat was
Maybe there
definitely a gun.
I think he had a toy gun in his pocket.
Oh, did he actually?
I made that up, but
Oh,
fooled you.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, anything is believable at this point with cosmetics. So.
That's
Oh,
fine.
there's a new Ursa set where he has a gun. Well, good for Ursa. We'll go nicely with the cowboy hat for the full cowboy look.
I wish they would just re-release that as a golden version and then
Golden
screw
cowboy
over
hat?
all the people that hoarded it and sold for so much money. You know?
You just thrive off other people's misery, huh? It would be a
That's right.
great owner of Team Undying. Well, like we did conclude last game, it did matter for their placement. Undying should be finishing 5th in that group. But we're into this group now. We're into Group B. And, of course, let's have a look very quickly again. Just going to reiterate the current standings in Group B, including current results. So currently, SG are mathematically eliminated. Team Spirit are 9-6. Team Secret are 9-6. And Beastcoast are 7-7. This means Beastcoast needs to 2-0, and Secret and Spirit, one of these two teams, have to lose one game.
Right.
So Secret has to either lose game 2 to Vici, or Team Spirit have to lose game 2 to SG Sport. If both SG and Spirit win out, Beastcoast are 5th. if any of them lose a game, Beastcoast are in charge of their own destiny here, and all they have to do is just to beat PSG.LGD twice, so just do that.
And if you guys zoned out completely and didn't listen to a word that Cinderin just said, you can use the Dota 2 Tooltips extension on Twitch to look at the standings, actually.
And you
Very
can
handy.
cheer for PSG.LGD if you think...
Cheering has not been enabled.
Yes.
We're waiting for Twitch to do that.
All right.
Good effort,
I'm seeing cheers.
Yet cheers are within Dota TV right now.
Yes.
The feature has been completed by us, but Twitch is the one we're waiting for. Thank you.
There are the cheers.
There we go. That's from
Let's go.
Dota
For both
TV.
teams, let's hope for a good game. And honestly, with this draft, I think I kind of favor LGDs on ease of execution, but I think the sniper last pick can be a true wild card in this game and can pop off. So I'm very excited. Also think it's just an entertaining hero to watch in general.
Yep,
Makes
I
some
agree.
funny moments.
Oh.
Nice fissure. Not really going to be
Not
leading to
GG.
much more there, though. And actually is going to result in 3 runes for PSG.LGD.
Indeed. So apologies in advance. I got excited with Pipmunkle last series doing camera. I will be back on camera this time. And I just realized that I think my monitor is 60 hertz. This is going to be a rough one. So you know how much I like the 120
It's not
hertz.
60 hertz.
It's not smooth.
I'm looking at it right now. It's
okay.
not.
We'll see.
Oh,
You see
maybe.
this?
Actually,
I'm telling you,
I'm
this
not
is
sure.
not.
I'm not
I'm
sure.
the expert on 120 hertz, Cinderin. That's all
Yeah,
you
mine
need
does
to
look
know.
smoother.
You see the shield crash from Jin Q. Of course, for those that haven't been keeping track of patch notes as of recently, they got rid of the slow aspect of Lucky Shot and applied it to shield crash instead. So you can see how many changes were made in the tooltip if you hover over. Good, clean stuff. Bot lane, Ame playing the Juggernaut, no big surprise there. Y is going to be supporting him on the Rubik. Schofield, Earthshaker with Whisper as the off lane. So do they have kill potential, Cinderin? Spin is obviously good against Timbersub, but they don't really have that much.
Timber Chain is just godly in this lane, right? Like,
Yeah.
what you need to do is you need basically need Jugger to come in close and start spinning, and then when Timber Chain gets thrown out, you need to use the Telekinesis. If you open with Telekinesis, the kill doesn't exist. So Whisper knows very well how to play this lane. He has had some standout performances this tournament on Timbersaw, and I actually think Beastcoast are the only team that is now first phasing this hero because they just have that much confidence in Whisper on this hero. And
Right.
no, it's an important series. There's a lot to win here for Beastcoast if the stars align. So might as well give it your all here and pick your best heroes.
Schofield gets a nice snipe on the courier here. Well, on the counter side, Cinderin, what about PSG.LGD? They don't have a lot to play for, but in my experience, when teams like don't,
Fissure.
like they want to hide Fissure just to get the courier kill with boots on it, that's a pretty big deal. And he's going to get it. Nicely done from Schofield. Not the prototypical courier sniping hero we're used to seeing, but we'll take that any day of the week. Anyway, what I was saying is teams that end up like trying to hide strategies and whatnot and then end up potentially losing a game or two in the group stage, that can have an effect going forward. So I'm expecting LGD to just continue on with what they've been doing.
I think that LGD have so many different strategies so far that they've shown in the group stage that they will just keep on learning, keep on expanding on their stuff, and not go like full crazy and pick something totally weird. They have their plans and ideas, and they've been working great so far, so...
Bloodright's not going to miss here. Talk about this lane just shortly. K1 on the Bloodseeker, Stinger, Hoodwink versus Jin Q Pango, and Faith Beyond Io as the Swashbuckle comes out, but not going to be enough to finish off Stinger here.
I think Shinkyu didn't get exact block that he was looking for there against the Hoodwink. If he gets in front of him, maybe there is a kill there. Not the case. Gonna stack the hard camp here, PSG.LGD top lane, so they have a double stack to now pull. K1 is pretty fast. Just from these two heroes, top being at 2/3 health, he's running at about 400 move speed. That's been some interesting buffs on that Bloodseeker. Whisper doesn't care bot.
Yeah, he is perfectly fine.
Very nice.
It's not going to be until level 6 before Ame has some sort of potential kill.
Even then.
But, yeah. What about this mid
rough.
lane? This is the most interesting one. Nothing to say. Playing Leshrac, which we've seen a ton of, and Sniper. We have seen a few games for Chris Luck here in the mid lane. How's that match? I mean, Lesh seems like you would need a gank partner to be able to take out Sniper.
Yeah, realistically doesn't really kill the Sniper, but I think both heroes farm. This is, whenever we have a Sniper matchup, unless it's obvious, I will genuinely not be completely sure who's favored because there's so little data to go off. This hero hasn't been played very much in general for the last year. in any pro Dota. It sometimes gets last picked like this, but not very commonly. But just theoretically speaking, I think Sniper should maybe have a slight advantage. You just shrapnel out the lane. It's very cost efficient to push that, and then maybe you can farm some stacks. You're going to see it right now. Chris Luck is killing this entire wave with shrapnel. It's hard for Lesh to really contest. He can get a couple of denies perhaps, but after that, Sniper can look to do exactly this and farm the double stacked side camp as well that he made for himself in mid top lane.
Another swash, but not
Stinger is...
Nice
who's in
pushback
trouble?
from Stinger. There's now K1 looking really healthy. Pops the Fairy Fire. Looks like he's going to be able to find a kill, but the first blood first goes to LGD. K1 with a double, though, afterwards, and that is very nice for him at the very least.
Yeah. Catapulting up to almost top net worth, just behind the jugger of Ame. Oh, getting a little pause here.
Now Ame spinning down that entire creep wave and does not quite hit level 6, although even with it, not going to be enough to take out a Timbersaw with 16 stacks of reactive armor. Went 3 levels in it, so a 1-1-3 build for Whisper.
Yep, this is just going to be a farm lane. I think they accomplished enough for the Jugger here. If this were to be just a flat-out 1v1 from minute 0, I think Timbersaw crushes Jug. But with the head start that Ame got with the help of Rubik, he should be fine on his own now, and it frees up Y to look elsewhere for opportunities. Currently eyeing top lane. Good damage again from the IO Pango combination.
Acorn Shot and Bushwhack really good against IO when you're tethered this close, have to say, especially in this laning stage.
Stinger gets slowed.
Getting chased. Y
No
is in the
swash.
vicinity, but the Blood Right creates a good amount of space.
Oh, nothing to say is here as well. They've rotated a lot for this kill. They will get it.
Long-range telekinesis into the splitter. Nice communication from LGD as the TP is canceled. That's going to break things up at the top lane. Looking at the CS, 38 and 11 right now for Chris Luck, and nothing to say 30 and 9. So off to a very good start.
Schofield was in the neighborhood. He's in trouble now. Telekinesis 5 seconds. He doesn't even need it. Lesh is too fast.
To say is gonna be able to secure the kill for himself. Ame does have the healing. Oh, it's destroyed immediately by Whisper. Nicely done. It's gonna force Ame out. He's actually just gonna attempt to TP. Chakram. Oh my God! Whisper finds the damage. Huge kill in the bot lane. So Beastcoast.
All right. I thought he was going to be okay there on Jug, but never doubt Whisper Timber. He'll find a way. And he's going to
that's bot lane basically won for all intents and purposes. Mid, Chris Luck is doing great. So we're going to look at the net worth right now. Actually, Whisper's the one on top. See Jin-Q. He's going to get blood righted. K1 gets a creep kill to get some HP. Faith Beyond connects to Jin-Q, so he's going to be perfectly healthy. Why not so much, though, as rotations have come from Beastcoast. Jin-Q just standing in place. Hoodwink gets off the Bushwhack. Shield crash in. There is the Blood Right again. But Stinger's going to be the one to find his way to the grave. So 1-for-1 supports for supports. Oh, Omni Slash. Ame making his transition to this top lane. A nice
Ame
kill
Slash.
for
I
LGD.
like that. I don't think that's what you said, but start saying that, please. That's good.
Ame Slash.
Ame Slash.
Okay. I'll try to remember for you.
Thank you. You're a good friend. Man, that sounds like something Jenkins would say. I take it back. I will find a different wording that does not sound like Jenkins would say it.
Yeah,
That's very nice of you.
Jenkins always pretends that everybody is his best friend. Like, you're my best friend, you know that? And then he'll go 5 feet away, 10 minutes later, next to somebody saying the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Ame has his spin.
Maybe he just makes friends really fast.
Swashbuckle.
Love it.
Yeah, not going to find a kill this time around. Stinger. All right, Bushwhack connects, but they're not really going to follow it up with much. And meanwhile, we can see in the mini-map that Whisper has just taken command of this bot lane, which is what Timbersaw typically does when left to his own devices.
Timbers do Timber things. And he's going to zone Y out entirely.
Bushwhack into the Rupture. Spin to follow. And the TP will be successful for Ame. Now they're going to try to turn this around, and Jin-Q does just that. Stinger gets taken out. Schofield, in the meantime.
He's in trouble now, actually.
He's only level 3. Has arcane boots at level 3. What in the world?
Yeah.
He's going to drop here. That is... What? Level 3 with arcane boots.
Yeah, Shakers without levels can be okay for a while, but eventually you do need to give this guy space for experience. You need the levels in Aftershock for when you get the dagger. Getting dagger on Shaker when you're level 6 actually sucks. You want more.
I caught that kill, guys.
Well, I'll tell you from experience, standing as a solo support against Timbersaw is generally not very fun. Because he can dive you in the tower, so it doesn't even matter what hero you are. He will just go and kill you.
Right.
And Y got a taste of that there. He did get some experience before he got killed, but not as much as he would have liked.
It feels good. Nothing to say, though. Has recovered. Well, I guess there was nothing to recover from. He's done fine. It's more so that Chris Luck has been doing very well this game. Basically even in net worth, though, as he has the horsey to work with now.
Yep.
And close to finishing Maelstrom at 9.5 minutes. Not too shabby. There's nothing to say working on Yules, I assume. Indeed.
Yeah. Hasn't necessarily been the go-to build for Leshrax, but I think in this game it's fine. We've seen some games. We saw the earlier game today between EG and a Dying. We saw a Hood build. Hood into, I think it was Kaya.
Uh-oh, we got Relocate coming in.
Oh.
Jin Q attached to him. Schofield still level 3, slowed down to a crawl. And Whisper is the one we're going to really be watching because we know that Schofield's going to die here, but all that rotation just for an Earthshaker kill.
Whisper's level 10. That is very good. Minute 10, I've heard, for offlaners.
Yep. Not bad. Not bad. Maelstrom on the way for Ame soon. 600 gold out from that. And let's see what K1 has to... Maelstrom Gaming today, I guess. We've got 3 Maelstroms being built. Looks like his is being delivered as we speak.
Yep. Have to ram up that farming speed.
Ame. We don't really have... I mean, he still has spin TP. No way to deal with that at all. Schofield now level 5. Enchant Totem not going to connect. So he's going to wait this long.
He wants the wave.
Okay.
It's a nice play. Schofield makes sure to deny 1 melee creep.
Yep, very
while
important.
he's TPing out. So the little things, Shannon, it might matter in the end.
They add up, so I hear.
They do. It compounds.
Coming now into the triangle he goes. So, in terms of the pace of the game, would you favor one team? Because it just feels like mostly everybody's fine with farming. Is Chris Luck? Oh boy, he has no escape mechanism. This is the downside of Sniper. Very gankable. So he's going to drop. It's like the shrapnel was stolen as well, so they'll find a additional kill onto Stinger. But Whisper coming in, nice chakram. With the relocate though, Whisper, I would say has to be careful, but he is so tanky they're not even going to bother it. The Ame slash takes out Schofield's head.
And now they might be looking at mid tower as well. Nothing to say, 10 seconds on Edict. He has Io by his side still.
Does he?
Just kidding, he left with relocate.
I was going to say.
He could have had him to his side, but then he couldn't.
The ability was programmed a little bit differently, Cinder, than maybe.
I think if Io was still there, they would have probably pushed for that tower. But they're going to chill, and it's fine. They got 3 kills. They did expend quite a bit for that Omni Slash as well as the Rolling Thunder, so just slowing things down a little bit is fine. And you got to keep in mind, as far as Beastcoast goes, their playmaking potential is kind of limited. We already covered the Shaker being low level and not having very much gold right now.
Yep.
You have a Hoodwink as your position 5, who isn't the best catch, especially with 0 points in Scurry.
Boy. K1 doing ancient stacks. He's going to get Yules. Chris Luck as well. They're going to get 2 core kills in 1 gank. Oh, that is very unfortunate if you're a Beast Coast fan. Ame, in the meantime, just spin TPs. And away he goes. And the rest of Beast Coast might be in some trouble. Nothing to say.
Oh, the roll.
Yeah, beautiful roll. Whisper stuck inside the Split Earth now. And the burst damage, or not burst damage, but the magic damage, more than enough to drop him to his knees. And that's going to be a 4th kill very quickly for LGD as they are now in control of this game.
It's so fast too. Like LGD just make that snap decision to go there, and they get the absolute maximum value from the play. 4 kills, tier 1 tower, and I think they even stole some of the ancients perhaps. Not sure how much they got, but very, very nicely done by LGD. Getting themselves now a 2K lead and tower advantage by 1. And you would imagine that the next play is some sort of smoke. Again, killing Sniper and then taking mid tower.
Yeah.
Could definitely be good. Love the dagger on Lesh this game, by the way. I'm not always a fan of this, but I think it's exceptionally good against Sniper. You just want to get on top of that guy and kill him. The only real counterplay that Beastcoast have is one fissure, and that's it, right? If you're in the right position, it's kind of hard for Hoodwink to... maybe Hoodwink can get you with a little bit of a spell combination. You got to keep in mind how fast Sniper dies. He has 1,000 health. This hero's stat gains, his strength gain is so bad that... And you have to itemize damage, right? Because if you don't farm fast enough. So obviously for quite the foreseeable future, Chris Luck can just get soloed by Lesh very, very easily.
Yep, he is going for the Dragonlance, which obviously not too big of a fight. Do you think going Hurricane Pike is just too much of an investment for the defensive capability of it?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe you can go Pike after Maelstrom if that's what you mean.
What about concussive grenades, Cinderin?
It could be a thing.
I mean, this game against like a Lesh, it's not that great, right? The disarm doesn't really...
But it knocks you back.
It does knock you back, and it pushes you pushes you back and them back, right? So
yeah. It creates like 800 distance between you. It's pretty good. It's kind of like what Pike does.
It's 700 cheaper than the Force Staff component, though, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. You might as well. If you already have the Dragonlance, you probably do the Pike if you want Grenade, right?
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, it's going to get the Lance here for Chris Luck in another 100 gold, so still doing quite okay on the net worth. But it is starting to be the story of LGD slowly pulling ahead. They're 1,000 gold ahead on the 5. They're 1,500 gold ahead on the 4.
Oh, we got the relocate and a bunch of TPs coming in. K1 gets off the Rupture for now. He's taking a lot of damage, but a nice fissure from Schofield on the backside. Sharpshooter coming in, deletes, nothing to say as Faith Beyond getting Jin Q the hell out of here. So nice rotation from Beastcoast.
For sure, really good fissure from Schofield. Doesn't have the dagger yet. If he did, that would have been a triple kill right there with how they were lined up for an Echo.
This opens
Still
up
nice. They get the Lash.
Damage here onto the tier 2 tower. They're going to back up though. That is the wow. That assassination looks crazy with that Cosmo. I don't think I've ever seen that. Whisper. Oh,
good Yule.
Still a tap. What? That didn't break it? That was so far away. He will die anyway. That tether looked like it should have broken twice.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Looks like this tier 1 tower will be destroyed by Beastcoast. So 15 to 7 advantage for LGD. Net worth is quite even. I mean, you can see the carry farm here for K1 and Whisper.
The big thing about the gold distribution is, yeah, there's 2 rich cores on Beastcoast. I think the net worth on Pango is extremely valuable, though. He's just getting a dagger now. So this is a position for Pango at 5,200 net worth.
Oh, boy.
Very, very high.
Why, with quite the good steal. Chakram completely destroys poor Schofield. Now Whisper, after basically assisting in his teammate's death, will have to get out of dodge.
Here comes the dagger.
Yep, Rolling Thunder. Gonna be able to get one stun off. And oh my god, the whirling death against Timbersaw. Crazy. As K1 gets off the Rupture onto Pango, but gets lifted in place. See if they can actually chase him down. Looks like Whisper is more than fine. K1, Ame, slash, just like Cinderin wanted, and that is gonna be a freebie for Ame. And they're going to find another one in the lower river. So LGD, a nice exchange here.
Going to take away the Ancients, and more than likely, nothing to say. We'll grab the mid tower. Glyph is available. It's going to be popped as soon as this Diabolic Edict goes off. As soon as it goes off.
He got it.
Oh, they didn't have Glyph. Well, then it's not going to go off. I misread the cooldowns. It was scans that were ready, not the glyphs. Well, what do you know? It wasn't up.
That could be a buff where you scan your own tower and it fortifies it.
What a random suggestion. Why would that make any sense?
Why does Guardian Angel protect your buildings? They're not beings. What does he give a shit about them?
They're on his side.
Doesn't matter. Omni Knight has nothing to do with buildings in any way.
That's just like
man.
your opinion, man.
True.
You can't say shut up to someone who isn't saying anything.
That's what was. That's the joke.
That's not a joke.
Your face. Okay, so moving on here.
I love TI group stage.
You think this is going to be any different from main stage? You're in for a world of hurt if you think this is changing, Syndra. Chris Luck. Okay, he's actually pivoting. So BKB instead of the Hurricane Pike. Probably for the best. But that means he will want to fight. But can they? 4K net worth lead for LGD after just that one engagement that they've kind of opened things up a bit.
I would definitely like to see some more value out of the sniper, right? You have 9,000 net worth on this hero. It hasn't really done much for you all game. So with the BKB, hopefully for Beastcoast, that is going to change things around. Shaker Dagger. Well, maybe get Ame here. Oh, he missed the Fisher because Ame stopped to hit.
I mean, who does that though, right?
Yeah.
That was very strange. Ame just with all the confidence in the world.
This reminds me, there's one of my friends that I used to play
You're going to have to hold your horses soon.
I'm holding my horse. I'm holding it.
Ame. Oh, the big Echo Slam from Schofield. Will he be able to get any kills here? It's a 1-for-1 to start. Ame already used his Omni Slash, and K1's going to have to pop the BKB and run. Rolling Thunder getting canceled thanks to the Yules. K1 TP's out to safety. So after all that, it's a 2-for-1 with the Sniper taking a tumble. Whisper.
I think you're still going.
Yeah. Another Timber Chain should be good to go.
Is he? Okay. It looked like he was going to keep diving.
And not in a good way.
All right, you had a very important thing to talk about.
It's too late.
Damn.
So, Shaker got a Dream Echo here. Oh, well, maybe Dream is slightly exaggerated, but a very good one.
Yeah, it was.
Still, just the... Like, okay, can we get a replay on that again? Look at Pango's health. Oh, we get another replay of this. Pango's on like 10%, and IO press button, and then he's just full. You know?
That's what happens.
Okay, we might not need a replay of that. Basically, Pango was super, super low.
I think you described it quite well.
Instant locket mech, and he's up to full, and that changed the whole outcome of that fight. If Pango dies in that Echo Slam, Beastcoast run away with that one. But
oh, look
crazy.
at this, by the way. Nothing to say. Going. Oh, that's nothing to say. This is IO. All right, he's going for heart, though. It's a long time since I've seen this. But it is technically a core IO here.
Yep.
Dyer's top tower is being attacked like
Schofield, amazing Echo Slam, just not enough follow-up, and like you said, the heals were redonkulous. 3-man smoke here for Beastcoast. Schofield, no Echo, and no real targets in sight. There's nothing to say working on a Bloodstone. Right, they're gonna find Pango to start things out. Q, there's the full heal, basically. Rupture now. Nice jumping from Whisper. Whirling Death doing a lot along with the Chakram as K1 and company able to secure 2 kills on LGD. Ame gets there a little bit too late. Already spin. Omni Slash not available for another 12 seconds. This will be a huge kill if they're able to take him out. But looks like he'll be safe.
Nice sequence, though, from Beastcoast. That was really good. Like, they have to fight through so much healing before they even get the first kill.
Yeah.
It's insane how much IO can heal there. But they do eventually make it through that.
And getting to him is difficult. I mean, Timbersaw is the one hero, and I guess if Earthshaker's in the right position to try to do something about IO. They're actually trying to defend this. Telekinesis buyback onto the Pango. He still has his ult available as well. Whisper, nice fissure stolen. And there's a Rolling Thunder. Can they actually get this kill?
Oh,
he
missed
blinks.
the blink.
Yeah, slight miss there, Whisper. He gets whipped while the roll is being secured here. And it looks like Stinger does get off his ult, but there's a big Echo Slam onto 2. That is beautifully done from Beastcoast. Nothing to say in Schofield taken out quickly. But Ame and Faith Beyond trying to clean things up. They take out Chris Luck, and it looks like Stinger's next. So even with... it feels like Beastcoast are doing the right things. They just end up on the short end of the stick by the end of the fight.
These fights are really close. Again, the big thing in these fights is about the healing and the sustain, right? And it is on marginals. A very competitive game so far. Unfortunately for Beastcoast, again, however, Chris Luck just not really there, right? Like I think he got Omni Slashed off to the side, and you can't do anything. A sniper.
I mean,
you're Omni'd, you're dead. There's no play.
Okay, I'm not saying... I hate doing this. It's too late. I've already started. Imagine a different mid hero.
Yeah.
You said Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain would have,
I think
like the
Quap
burst
could've-
damage against an IO. Was it banned?
No, Quap could have been nice this game.
Yeah, Quap would have been.
But I mean, Sniper can still prove himself to be a very valuable
Yes.
pick, but so far unimpressed with what Beastcoast have got out of Chris Luck here.
But that's kind of to be expected, right? Sniper's not that good early. He needs to farm up some items if you want to become a right-click machine at least.
He can be really good early, but I think it really requires perfect positioning. This hero is so unforgiving.
That
He'll
is
never
tough.
get caught.
Stinger secures himself the Philosopher's Stone, of course, so we'll be getting very farmed as a result. Looks like he's going for the Spirit Vessel. Ame has the Maelstrom SNY. Scotty looks to be next, just a point booster away from getting that bad boy. And Faith Beyond is not too far off from Heart. Another 1,000 or so to at least get the Reaver portion of that. And I mean, in a combination with the Shard, Holy Locket, and Mech, very difficult to take out for sure. Is Ame already expended the Blade Fury. Whisper, oh boy, he jumps right in. There's the Fissure though, the counter one. It's gonna get lifted. Bloodrite is there, it's gonna apply to Ame pretty nicely. Can't really do much as Jinkyu, nice Fissure from Schofield. Jinkyu has to deal with Rupture, and that as well.
Omni Slash!
Absolute, well, okay, I missed the Omni Slash, my apologies, Cinderin. Looks like nothing to say. He gets the Yules off on himself, along with the Essence Ring. There's the Echo Slam, only on one, but they will be able to secure the kill on nothing to say as Schofield gets spun down by Ame. Wait, one more right click will do it. Indeed, he gets it. Double kill for him. Why? Not able to chase any further.
So I guess off camera there, Chris Luck took a full Omni Slash. And they tried to bring in other heroes to jump on with the Omni, but they just got really unlucky.
Yeah.
And Ame just had his eye set on the Sniper the whole fight, and all of the Omni Slash hits just caught onto him. So again, another fight, Chris Luck, just no impact. Apart from, I mean, I guess he tanked an ult. But not what you're looking for with that hero. I could honestly I could see Sniper going, or sorry, Jugger go Dagger as well. Like, I wouldn't mind that. Just blink in on the Sniper and ruin his game.
Yeah.
It's very clearly being very effective whenever Ame gets on him. They do at least kill off the Lesh again this time, Beastcoast, but Aegis now in the pocket of Ame. And play very aggressively. Killing him twice for the Dire lineup, almost impossible. I don't know if you noticed the healing in that fight as well, by the way. It's actually crazy when there's the healing ward and the Locket on Wisp ready. The amount of output that they have, that Beastcoast are doing really good damage. It's just the math isn't like it usually is in these games when this is in play.
Just being out-healed, essentially.
Might be a big part of the reason they picked the Sniper was for some way to kill that healing ward, but I don't feel like it's been that consistently used. Just look at him. He's not even taking damage there on Jug. With Io as well as the lingering healing ward.
And Ame's just going to get a free tower. Puts down the healing ward and actually scans just in case. But Beastcoast not able to really do much about this. So 5K net worth lead now for PSG.LGD, as again, for them, this game is more about pride than anything, I guess.
Top tower is under attack.
As they've secured themselves #1 in the
Pride
groups.
and practice. Keep the momentum going.
Yep, pride and practice.
Just
sure.
keep winning.
Sounds like a book. Pride and Prejudice, Pride and Practice.
Yep.
The Dota version.
Dire's middle
Yes.
tower is
Probably
under
ends with a very sad, in a sad way as well. I just made that up. I have no idea what that book is about. So
It's
hopefully I
about
got that
Pride
right.
and Prejudice.
Okay. Sounds very sad. All right, we're close. 400 gold away. Faith Beyond. Heart. Like, what do you do against that? That is... whew.
Yeah.
I mean, really what you do about that is get farm on Chris Luck's Sniper. But he is just... He's died 5 times. He's 1 in 5. He's died 5 times on position 1. You see a sharpshooter?
All right.
All right, we didn't actually see it, but I just said we did. So Jinkyu is donezo for now. And Beastcoast going to group up and attempt to push this tier 2 tower, which is already quite low. Telekinesis. Oh, did he get him on the cliff? No. Stinger will come back to the ground. And Y will pay with his life. And that's actually a canceled TP as well from Ame. So LGD on the retreat.
Are Beastcoast thinking about high ground here?
Seems to be the day for it.
I don't know. This is against the Aegis, but it is 5v3 right now, Cinderman.
Oh, Whisper's in.
Yeah, he has the Ags, by the way, so double Chakram. Extremely strong. I mean, he's 8-1. He's so difficult to kill. And he deals so much damage. Ame has the Ame slash avail. He gets Ruptured to start things out, but there's the Healing Ward, and there's Faith Beyond.
Killed it with an illusion from Bloodseeker's Manta there.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't have that much tower damage. They need Timbersaw Shard, and obviously we've talked about Sniper's Farm. Timbersaw will be pretty good here, though.
Look at Jug's HP. He's healing like 100 per second when he's tethered. That's pre-heart.
It's about to be post-heart, Cinderella.
Pretty strong.
Heart is being delivered to Faith Beyond. And he's going for Aghanim Scepter. Okay, so talk to me about Ags. What did they do to nerf it? It's just the spirits in general were nerfed, I think, right? This is quite a while ago now.
Yep, the Ags is still the same.
I know the Ags is the same, but the reason it's worse is because spirits have been nerfed.
Spirits were nerfed, and they were moved to level 20 with the plus damage talent. It used to be 15. I believe at TI9. Was that TI9? It's been so long.
Yeah, TI9. That's the.
It might have been a TI8. That's what I was thinking.
Special, well, maybe. Beastcoast getting run off here. And the Aegis is going to go down in about a minute, so we'll see if LGD tries to get this tier 2 in the meantime. That will be almost all the outer tower. Still the tier 2 bot remains. And let's see what's Chris Luck. He still has the BKB. It's good
okay,
to see.
look at Sniper. Or sorry, look at Jugger.
238 regen.
That's with the healing ward. It's not counting. Just look at his health pool. Yep. That's 2 chakrams.
I mean, one thing they do have going for them is if they have vision of the healing ward, Sniper does have quite a bit of range, right? That's one thing. But even without the healing ward, Faith Beyond is crazy farmed.
Amazing what you'll find laying around.
Now we're going to see a smoke. All right, so Beastcoast on the hunt. 4K net worth disadvantage. They know the Aegis is being reclaimed soon. Schofield ready to go. Smoke's going to get popped. Oh, they're considering their options. There's the Aegis. Down it goes. Oh, boy. He gets stunned by the shard, but there's the Echo Slam going out finally. But he's going to pay with it with his life as Jin Q has a shard of his own. It's just stun-locking the Timbersaw. Can't do anything. Double kill for LGD. Or Ame, I should say. And make it 3 overall.
Ame has a dagger. He could get more kills if he sees them.
Oh, Sniper. Chris Luck dead again. That was a completely disastrous fight for Beastcoast. And now, obviously, LGD had the advantage to begin with, but have firm control of this game.
I don't even know what kind of execution you need to kill this IO Jug right now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, just from a mathematical standpoint, if you want to kill either of these 2 heroes, right? One of them is 3.5k health, the other one is 3k, with 4 armor, and they heal each other so much.
They're going for Throne.
Yep, why not?
They know that Echo Slam is down. Beastcoast does have several buybacks, but Sniper's not one of them, but it's still only 15 seconds for him. GG just called. I can't blame him. Man, LGD is just on like several different levels of most teams at TI right now.
Yeah.
Crazy. Every game that we've cast, at least, just shellackings.
This feels like main stage OG at TI9 right now. They're playing all sorts of different stuff. They have these different strategies. They're playing core IO here with Jug, healing strategies, burst strategies.
We're not centered.
Okay, moving. Like they have so much in their arsenal, and they just keep winning. And again, this is a well-played game from Beastcoast, in my opinion. I think they played well. Questioning the Sniper, that's the one thing. I think everyone else in their team played a really great game. I don't know if Chris Luck played poorly or if LG just handled Sniper well, but I would love to see the game replayed with a co-op, for example, in that slot, and they play again. Because maybe all those fights where Beastcoast are like 10%, 20% damage away.
The last 25% of the game, they weren't close to getting kills.
No way.
But before that, absolutely.
And Dota is a snowbally game, so if those earlier fights are won with a co-op, then maybe co-op gets items and IO gets the items slower, etc., etc. So, but yeah, honestly, just LGD are very good.
Yes, very good analysis. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the end of Game 1. We'll be back with Game 2 after this 5-minute break, and I don't think probably won't have tiebreakers, but we're going to look into it between games and let you know. So we shall return.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Suns fan here with the one, the only, the Cinder, the man himself. We got Game 2 coming up between Beastcoast and LGD. It doesn't mean anything, though.
Right. So
LGD is secured number 1. Beastcoast locked in number 5, lower bracket.
Yep. So this is what sometimes happens in round robin on the final day when you get to the final series, is that things, if everything lines up, can be completely determined, and that is the case for this game. So consider it a show match, consider it practice, whatever the teams want to do, confidence builder, testing grounds.
Pudge game.
It is
That's
entirely possible to play a pudge game, but I do want to say, based on bans, that the teams are really sticking to meta stuff here so far. LGD banning Timbersaw after that last game, and they're going to grab themselves a Monkey King, which has been very meta this tournament. Tiny is available as a potential pick for both teams here, and Beastcoast will grab Phoenix Clockwork as their counters to Monkey King.
Wow.
And an immediate Snapfire pick, very popular in this tournament so far.
I got some ideas.
Okay.
All right, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Snapfire Ags can consume somebody and throw them.
Yeah.
If you get a Life Stealer, if you get a Pudge,
10 seconds
you
remaining.
can basically gank the entire team with one hero.
So you
5 seconds
Life Stealer
remaining.
infests an ally, that Pudge eats with Dismember, and then Snapfire eats Pudge and spews him out.
That's right. And it's a full team initiation.
That is actually a weapon in Worms Armageddon. It is called a cluster grenade.
Okay.
Or is it cluster bomb? It's
Well,
cluster
whatever it is, I'm sure it's not as cool
They're
as Pudge
very
coming
dangerous when placed correctly. If you place that right underneath the worm and it's like stuck between,
10
stuck
seconds
under a
remaining.
wall, it can get one shot because all of the clusters just explode on it right away.
out. Wow, that is
kind of
so
what
interesting.
that is actually what those what the Snapfire ult could do, or Snapfire Ags could do, like a little cluster grenade with, if the right heroes explode on them right away. What if one of them is a Shaker, Shannon? What then?
That's true. It could be dependent on what heroes. That would be very stupid design. But
You actually sound so uninterested
if
right
Ice
now.
Frog is listening, then make
10
sure
seconds
Cinderin does
remaining.
not get involved for the next patch. I know that you.
Why?
I know that you took the Underlord's Ags idea from him, which should probably just be the regular ult.
That's what I suggested. I suggested it as a new ult.
I understand. He's right every once in a while, but sometimes there's some real stinkers, and that was whatever the hell you just talked about was a real stinker.
You're old
10
enough to
seconds
appreciate that
remaining.
reference, but you don't play video games. You only watch movies.
I don't. Yeah, never. I played.
5
Yeah, I didn't really
seconds
play Worms.
remaining.
Man, Worms is a legendary game.
Well, Matrix is a legendary movie.
I also watched it.
When you were 10,
No, 12, maybe.
and not ever again since.
No.
You're the weird one, not me. Moving on, Pudge. Great against Phoenix, right, Cinder?
Very bad against Phoenix,
Yeah,
actually.
bad against
and
both Phoenix
Clockwork.
and Clockwork.
It is terrible.
But
So-
if you win with a Pudge, that puts a stamp
That's
on
true.
the rest of the main event, right?
And if you lose with it, it
intimidating.
also puts a stamp.
Yeah, it means you don't care. Like, you can do whatever you want. You
Yeah.
can't do anything about it.
Mm.
Unpredictable. Please, pick Pudge.
I genuinely think both teams are going to pick regular stuff and try to play better and get more information and try to just explore something. So the reason I think Phoenix Clockwork are good against Monkey
10
King is
seconds
Phoenix is
remaining.
kind of self-explanatory. Attack speed slow against Monkey King is really good. A lot of
5
damage.
seconds remaining.
It's a hero that Monkey King can't really kill in the egg. He doesn't have the best attack speed.
Pick.
And Clockwork gives vision, which is one of the best tools against Monkey King. Find him in the trees, then hook shot, and you've got yourself a kill. Really enjoy playing that matchup as Clockwork.
I could not
Snapfire
think
against
of
Phoenix
a-
makes sense.
I could not think of a worse Pudge game.
It is pretty damn terrible for
10
LGD.
seconds remaining.
They're not going to pick it as
What
much as you
about
wanted.
Beastcoast?
5
Oh
seconds
no,
remaining.
Please.
we're not getting it. But Snapfire against Phoenix makes sense. You get Lil Shredder. Does a lot of attacks really quickly to destroy Supernova.
Yep.
And on top of that, Snapfire is just in right now. The Invoker coming out of Beast Coast is, I will say, I feel like this is a draft Beast Coast would not have done yesterday. So I do think they're being a little bit creative here, a little experimental in their draft, while still sticking to meta. I think they're picking stuff that they want to play that they also think is good, but not necessarily their absolute S-tier comp here in their lineup. Kunkka grab from LGD, great lane counter to Invoker.
10 seconds
Does
remaining.
very, very well against this hero. And they're assuming Invoker is
5
core
seconds
because they
remaining.
have a Clockwork. So more than likely Clock Phoenix supports and Invoker mid. If you're Beastcoast and you want to be creative, you could put the Invoker offlane, or you could play Invoker 4 and either Phoenix or Clock 3 and the other one 5. That is possible.
Clock 3 feels pretty bad.
It is not very good, no.
Phoenix, at least, like, itemization-wise, it makes a lot. Like, your egg, just levels alone.
I think if
actually.
you don't
Egg
want
is
Invoker
huge.
mid, the best choice is to put him offlane, probably. But I don't know if Whisper plays it. Maybe it
Radiant
does,
team,
actually.
pick.
Legion Commander.
All right.
All right, you got to dispel for the old
Dire
cold
team
snap.
ban.
Quick Ursa response from Beastcoast. Okay.
I didn't take much time to think about that. He has some good matchups here. K1, he'll be facing 3 melee cores, one of which is Legion Commander in lane. Ursa is one of the carries that fares best in this matchup.
Radiant
Just
team.
overpowers Legion Commander too easily. Legion trades very well with plenty of melee carries, but Ursa is one of the ones you generally don't want to run yourself into. Yeah, I really like Ursa this game in general. I think it's a great pick. Also good against Monkey King because he's one of the few heroes that can just,
10 seconds
stand and deliver
remaining.
in melee against Monkey. Even in the ring, sometimes you can win as Ursa if you're a little bit
5
ahead
seconds remaining.
before the ring comes out. And against Kunkka, your Enrage kind of breaks the X combo relatively easily. Status resistance does work against X marks the spot, so I like it. He might even get some nice alacrity on Ursa, giving them Roche potential as well on Radiant. So many, many good things to say about this pick from Beastcoast.
Yep. So LGD looking for, I would assume, a position. I mean, I guess Monkey King
10
could
seconds
theoretically
remaining.
play position 1, but has been mostly support this
5 seconds
this
remaining.
tournament. What
Yep.
position 1 is good against Ursa? Probably a range.
I would say Weaver fares pretty well. At least one of the better ones. Just very mobile and ranged. Some illusion carries could do well depending on the situation.
Radiant team ban.
This is actually a decent PL game.
I think Terrorblade is good against Ursa. Troll can be fine. That's a Medusa, depending on the game state. There's plenty of options here. It's
what
not
about
concerning.
Carry Pudge?
Dire team pick.
Oh man, it's
Radiant
true. They made
team
Pudge even
pick.
worse. I genuinely don't know if you
Clanksy.
can make Pudge any worse than this. Like they've picked so many heroes that are good against Pudge. Maybe that was the idea from Beastcoast. They're like,
Yeah, they knew it.
we know they're going to pick Pudge, so we'll counterpick it as hard as possible. And LG like, I don't really want to. So
They knew it all along. But yeah, it'll be Clink. So there's your range carry. We have
10
yet to cast a
seconds
game with him.
remaining.
Yep.
The new new-ish Burning Barrage ability that
5
the
seconds
tooltips
remaining.
will not work for. The video portion. It's
Oh.
outdated.
Choose your hero,
Don't
my
tweet at
good
us with
friend.
that. And Enigma, final pick from Beast Coast. So lots of team fight.
Yeah, LGD don't really have any counters to Black Hole except Duel, which is a bit better now than it used to be because of the cast range talent.
Yeah, that's true.
But it is a 5 Legion Commander here from Y.
Huh.
Xinkyu will be playing the 4 Monkey and a 3 Snap.
All right, that's Ags with LC.
Yep.
That's the duel. Right.
So the reason Y is playing Legion here for LGD is they want to avoid this Ursa matchup entirely. Snapfire fares relatively well in that lane, has a lot of burst damage, which Ursa doesn't like. He likes to be the burster and win that way. But if you already get pressured down on low health quickly, you can lose the trade entirely and die. Very nice together with the Monkey King in lane as well. Minus armor synergy works very well. So like that a lot. But this last pick, Enigma, could prove to be very powerful for Whisper. If he gets some good farm, Black Hole plus Invoker plus Phoenix, the team fight is there. That's for sure. Yeah, interesting draft. I honestly don't think for me that there's a clear favorite based on picks, but based on so far the results in the groups, hard to go against LGD in general in any matchup, in any game right now. No matter which team they face in the tournament, they just look the best. So exciting to see Amiclinks, though. This was a really big pick just a month ago before the nerfs. He plays it very, very well.
Indeed. Oh, look at Mortimer. Nice close-up.
Yeah.
Sadly, doesn't have the that one cosmetic.
Is there anything in Dota that looks more like a Pokemon than Mortimer?
You're asking the wrong guy.
It feels good to be this good.
He's very cuddly.
That's right. You don't really know Pokemon. You didn't do that stuff. You watched movies.
I watched Matrix a lot.
Yeah, you watched Matrix once a day.
Didn't have time for that.
Oh.
All right, 5-man smoke from LGD. So
Try
yeah,
harder.
Clinks. We have yet to see from our cast, but was very strong as of a few months ago. Then got nerfed, then got micro buffed, I guess you could say. As K1. Hit by the tower here just to see if there's any early wards placed. But yeah, it is a relatively good Ursa game for sure, other than the Clinks, I guess. And I'm really interested in what the build is right now on Clinks. I'm sure Maelstrom is part of that, as knowing that this is basically a show match, everybody giving high fives.
Hello.
I'm sure we're going to see some really, really crazy plays. Oh my, nothing
Oh,
to say.
nothing to say.
What is that?
That is just bad sportsmanship.
I agree. I think we should impose some sort of a penalty in the main event for LGD because of that bad mannered play.
I love stuff like that. That's hilarious.
Jin Q getting a nice ward up here. So we'll be seeing the Jin Q Monkey King again. Seems, yes, we would. I would love to see that play again if we can.
We get the
There we
replay
go.
here. So a nice setup here coming in from Beastcoast, but nothing to say with the cleave.
Yeah.
Immediately party pooping on this one. As they were having a great time, K1 proceeds to play the, whatever that instrument is called, the cymbals. Is that the word?
Cymbals is an instrument.
Is that the one? I think it is.
Oh, you're talking about the, yeah. Actually, don't, Maybe. Let's just say maybe. As the crowd goes wild for no particular reason. They really like that replay that they're not watching.
love
That's
it.
within Dota TV. So Kunkka versus Invoker Cinderman. What do you think of that matchup?
Very good matchup for Kunkka. It's one of Invoker's worst matchups in lane. Kunkka can constantly harass you, has a good damage advantage, can combat you against your regen. Unless something has changed a lot, I do think Kunkka is expected to come out on top here. And then in the top lane we have Mr. Ame himself on Clinks, as we talked about. Why the support LC. And then Schofield, Clockwork, Whisper, Enigma as the double Sages masks already. Nice Nice taunt from Nothing to Say there. Always love watching Kunkka players mind game. It's actually, in many ways, one of my favorite spell designs in Dota Torrent. The whole mind game aspect of you see the animation come out, but you can cancel it early, so you don't really know if it was cast. You don't know the exact direction of it because he doesn't need to turn entirely to where he's placing it. Very, very enjoyable. And nice connection there from Nothing to Say. Gets him a couple of CS in the lane. And Cleaves are going to start mounting. Obviously.
Oh boy!
Oh, they killed Ame.
Clinks. We saw that. Sure we did.
Yep.
Wow, that is surprising though.
That is not the lane I was expecting first
Wow.
blood in. Clockwork is very good against Clinks, to be fair, if you do catch him in cogs. Doesn't really have too much of a way of dealing with that. The old Clinks was actually better against Clockwork because you could cast Strafe and remove the cogs really quickly, but now you only have the Burning Barrage, and that does not attack wards. So,
Gadgets, yep. Chris Luck in terms of CS, 12-2. And Nothing to Say, 15-2. So relatively even to start things out. And then the position ones, K1, 13-1 right now. And Ame, who just died, 9-0. So obvious advantage for Beastcoast. Extremely early on, though. Looks like K1 going for the casual Morbid Master. We're going to see some early Roshan attempts here, Cinder, and maybe we'll get like a 5 Rosh game. That would be an epic way to end the group stage.
5 Roshes.
Yeah. And then it has to be 60 minutes.
Mid lane.
Yep.
This might be an
Next.
attempt here from Nothing to
Torrent.
Say. It is not.
Nope,
I thought he had
tiebreaker was
cleave
not
ready.
up.
Yeah.
It's gonna get
Even
on the
then,
clock here,
not
though.
enough.
A lot of regen coming out from Chris Luck, so it's all about the burst. Nothing to Say. Yeah, what's the build for Ame? Maelstrom was pretty much the standard. Then
Yeah, he's still going to do that. He's going to get a
Falcon Blade first.
Falcon
looks
Blade into Maelstrom.
And then you just
你
go
这么菜，你的队友不
more
会生
damage
气吧，
or
哥哥？
you need
Oh,
HP like
what was it
Scotty?
Clinks usually did? They went
Feels
Scotty
good to
mostly,
be this
right?
good.
你很机车
I think they
哎。
went Maelstrom
It feels
Scotty
good to be this good.
with treads.
Cogs is going to be an issue for him. Perhaps I think Hurricane Pike is too defensive for a Clinks. Like Force Staff is just so nice against Clog. We see Tornado in the mid lane. The Battery Star from Schofield coming through as well. Nothing to say. Gets off the Torrent. TP support from Y with a nice press the attack. Nothing to say. Looks like he's going to live.
No,
And
Schofield's
Schofield
dead.
dies to the tower. So nice rotations from LGD.
The classic play that everybody is so used to by now. Legion Commander level 5 TPing mid, or position 5 TPing mid to cast one press the attack.
Yeah,
And
classic.
getting a kill with the tower attack. Honestly, really good awareness from Y. That was an instant TP. And it did just enough.
Just think of the days. Legion Commander in Dota 1 had a thick mustache and a fat, obese horse that he rode.
And you miss it every day.
Now she's a support. I just missed the
Your
horse more
whole
than anything.
your whole prophecy of this hero, or your whole opinion, is becoming more and more true by the day.
Yeah,
Which is press the attack is the hero,
that is right.
and duel is a side dish
Indeed.
a lot of the time. And
I mean, a Persona bringing back the horse.
that
be
would
great.
make people pick it core.
I actually think so. At least in the pubs. In the pubs, for sure.
Yeah, heroes just get better when they're riding a horse, except Ogre Arcana.
That's not a horse, though. So.
Oh, that's true. It is a chicken.
That's Schofield.
Schofield. All right, that's
Alright, gets
okay.
off the cogs and awkwardly walks around the tier 1 tower and takes a lot of damage. So
Okay.
maybe not worth. Oh, I heard a boat. It's mid lane. It's going to connect onto Chrisluck, but he has the Ghost Walk. Oh, Tidebringer, not enough damage. Level 3 right now. Jin Q has made his rotation as they fight against Schofield here. Nothing to say. Pops his wand. Can't get the nice block from the creep. MVP creep on your team.
Legion Commander 5 has arrived. Did
That's right,
30 damage.
Schofield.
这么菜，
All
你队友
right,
不会生
they'll get
气
the
吧，哥
trade,
哥？
but it's support for mid. Which creep was it? Was it this one? I think it was this alligator, Cinderin, or crocodile. I don't know the difference.
I'm not trying to be rude.
You love those creeps, don't you?
Yeah, they're amazing. Not the radiance though. They're chameleons, I think, but they're nothing like they need to be
Where
hippopotamuses.
are they from, actually, those ones?
I don't know. TI something.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, the water-themed one.
maybe.
What was that theme officially called?
Water.
Yeah.
The Water TI.
Radiant's top tower is under
Very
attack.
catchy, I know. Chrisluck.
Not in a good way.
Looks like Jin Q wants to attempt something. Nope, there's going to be a TP, though, from Chrisluck, so bottom lane, Faith Beyond might be in some trouble. Of course, K1, not a whole lot of HP
Tornado.
to work with. Nice Tornado. There's the Overpower. K1 has to be careful here. They don't have any damage to follow this up with, so
Faith Beyond's pretty tanky. He has 2 bracers and a soul ring.
yeah.
And just barely living there on 25 health. He needed all of those items
We
to
have a
stay alive.
black hole top lane as Clinks takes yet another death to his name, Ame. Uncharacteristic here, but K1 gonna get dropped by Jin Q. Whoop, the Fairy Fire keeps them alive. Faith Beyond not gonna want to tank these creeps any longer. And now they're gonna turn this around. The Sunray coming through with the Tornado in addition. And Stinger diving in. Cookie keeping him safe.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, K1 ends up being taken up by Faith Beyond. Ends up being a trade, but still an avoidable death. An unavoidable death,
Radiant's middle
right?
tower is under attack.
Unavoidable death in the club.
There-
Strange to say, Radiant's middle tower is under
You
attack.
can't just say that, man. It doesn't work like that.
Well,
It's gonna crack me up every time, no matter how you use it. Oh, I'm gonna lose to that every time. All right, pretty even. Wait, nothing to say. Mid, full-on combo on the Ursa.
yep, he's still level 5, so no enrage to work with. Faith Beyond's made his way here as well.
1 glob, no need for the
And
glob.
Cookie is the ender. So K1 with a second death in about 30 seconds.
Yep.
Get a minute just to be safe.
不会生气吧，哥哥？
Strange to say,
And now the tower
middle tower is under
taking
attack.
more damage from Faith Beyond and company. Like you said, double bracer on him. He's going to be going for Yules. And I would assume Ags is after that, right? Like, this is a core Snapfire.
Definitely could. There's different builds. like I talked about earlier today, that can be like an orb. Okay, nice sidestep there from Schofield. Still going to take an absolute beating there, but
Tomato EMP. Nothing to say. Does have a regen, but needs to get out of the damage ways. Mortimer's Kisses apparently was used to take out Schofield.
and NTS has regen, so he's just going to heal up fully here
Indeed.
after that cleave. Full value.
Yeah.
That
Use the Torn on
feels
creeps
real
too.
good.
Use your mana for fun. Come on, you got the Torrent. Just use it.
Oh my.
He's going to use it here.
Radiant's middle tower has
And
been
no.
denied.
Disappointed.
Very. Inefficient play from Nothing to Say.
Yeah, I can do better.
Radiant's bottom
That's why you're sitting here, I think.
Yes.
Oh, Chris Luck makes a nice rotation bot. Jin Q spotted in the trees. Gets off the Boundless Strike, but you have to think that he's going to drop here, and indeed he does. So another good rotation this time from Beastcoast. Relatively even games to start things out. We look at the net worth. Whisper is on top, by the way. Has a Midas. I just realized. Wow.
Yep. He's going to get rich on the Enigma for sure.
Very good.
Rocking the double Sage Mask plus Arcane Boots, so has basically infinite mana for his Demonic Conversion.
He has a Mango as well.
And a Mango.
Forget it.
Little bit of a Limbus bread for when it gets cold out in the dark, dire side of the map. A little snack.
All right, Nothing to Say. Stuck inside the cogs now. Chris Luck is here as well. The boat comes through with that damage mitigation. The rum is too tasty for Nothing to Say. He's going to get the kill, but a nice tornado onto 2. What follow-up do they have with Stinger in the vicinity? Earn is applied to Nothing to Say, but it looks like he's just going to walk this off, although the buff does run out. All right, ticks out in the end. Rum does not last long enough for Nothing to Say.
In the meantime, Whisper got killed top by Monkey King primarily, and a little bit of assistance from, I believe it was Y. Obviously Wukong's command there from Jinkyu. Worth keeping in mind, he is position 4, but
Dyer's middle tower
his item build, Power Tread's first item,
Oh, wow. Yeah,
very
right.
strong for this fighting. We've seen Monkey Kings bypass boots entirely and go for Atos builds. Very flexible as a position 4, has the core potential if needed. I think Whisper didn't see him there in the trees.
Seeing the old Roshan attempt here.
Well,
See if LGD has any idea this is going on. Balance Strike on the Whisper, gets off the Malefice, is Y, and Nothing to Say. Not really that close, so maybe a little bit too early.
they have no idea this Roche is happening. It's great.
Absolutely not. That's what the Morbid Mask is for, Cinderman. And Roche, #1.
They have an
out
idea
of 5.
now. It's too late.
Yeah.
Hook shot from Schofield onto the clock above Roche. Does not connect on that. It is purely visual for observers.
noticed that Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
Did it just for insurance in case someone was coming in there. I think maybe the Monkey King, he was worried, was going to try to steal it.
Nothing to Say now.
Kid Invoker laugh, really great.
Yeah, let's not get into this discussion. This is a TI10 group
Yes.
stage match. We have to be very professional.
I'm dead.
What are your thoughts on the Kid Invoker set?
On the set, does he have Dark Artistry on it? He does, right? Dark Artistry is one of my favorite sets in the game. It is very nice.
He is going to be getting a Midas, which isn't a surprise on an Invoker, but considering Enigma also has one and got it earlier. Does that surprise you at all to have 2 Midases on the same team? Very greedy. Why? Nothing to say.
Duel? Not duel?
Trying to get the duel off. There's
Got it.
Wukong's command. Instant duel victory for him. Boat already expended. Looks like Schofield has bit off a little bit too much to chew.
Nice Tornado EMP though. Jinkyu.
X marks the spot is available, but now that K1 has made his transition here, gets the overpower off. X going to send him right back. Jinkyu just wants to get his proc off. Does so successfully, so Jingu is going to force
Rhymes
everybody
with Jinkyu.
back.
What?
Jingu and Jinkyu, it sounds good.
Thank you.
It rolls off the tongue like XXS.
Nope.
Say it.
XXS.
Wow! You've
No.
been practicing!
I went back to the hotel room and I just looked in the mirror.
And said it for 3 hours
said,
straight and went to bed.
You're not going to eat food until you say this correctly.
And that is a motivating factor if I've ever heard
Yep.
one.
From an obese man
Let's
myself.
go.
Yes, absolutely.
Good job.
Thank you.
I
Yeah,
genuinely thought you were going to screw it up for the 10th time in a row, but you nailed that one.
XXS. XXS.
What was the problem yesterday?
I had a mini stroke, I think.
For 30 minutes straight.
Yeah, that happens.
Oh, well, I'm
It's
glad
an-
you recovered.
It's an American thing.
Yep. I'll just believe it.
Yeah, just
It's
believe it.
easier.
So, Aegis online for 2.5 more minutes. So back to my discussion, Cinderin, that you never
Yes.
took part in. The double Midas.
Yes.
Very slow.
It is indeed very slow, but I do think this is the kind of game you can get away with it. The build-up of LGD's strategy takes some time here. So maybe they can pull it off. Okay, nice. Quelling Blade there from Schofield. Cuts down Jinkyu.
Haven't seen much from Ame other than the 2 deaths. As the Maelstrom from Falcon Blade is going the Dragon Lance.
Yeah, and then Scotty probably. He might go Pike against Clock. I don't think that's worth it, though.
We had this discussion about 5 minutes ago.
Wait, that was last game.
That was not last game.
Did you have like an internal discussion with me about this? I didn't say anything about it.
When we're done for today, you can go watch the VOD, and I would actually be interested to know what you're thinking during that moment when we have a discussion. You actually respond to me, and then literally forget.
You asked me what the build was on Clinks, and I said usually
Hurricane
it's Scotty.
Pike could be good because there's a clockwork in the game. Like, no, I think it's just going to be Scotty. You're an idiot Suns fan.
I definitely
pretty sure you
did
said all
not
that.
say that.
I think you
But
did.
I did say the Scotty part, and I still think that's going to be the case. He changed to BKB. Okay, Phoenix.
X marks, okay. The cookie keeping Y alive for now. The K1 with that Aegis is something to fear for sure. Has the defusal as well, so that's of course the build we've been seeing from Ursa's for the most part in the last year or so. Pig pole, not going to save a life here. Schofield's going to take a couple more right clicks, but nothing to say. Gets off his boat. K1 pursuing.
All right.
Too much. Oh, the black hole is only going to connect on one. Nothing to say gets saved. We're going to try to turn this around, does PSG.LGD. That's the Aegis, and now he's completely surrounded. Mortimer's Kiss is on top. He doesn't have Enrage, so easy cleanup crew for PSG.LGD, and the egg is toast. Luck looks to be next.
Now you're just making me hungry.
Team wipe.
Egg and toast in the same sentence.
Egg,
that is
toast.
so good. What's it called? Why can't I remember this? Eggs Benedict.
That's what you're...
Oh,
all right, Cinder.
that is so good.
Why is... I won't even ask.
Awesome fight, though, from PSG.LGD there. That was really, really good. Like, the Whisper is so close to getting the black hole he's looking for, but just narrowly doesn't catch the... I believe it was the Kunkka who escaped it there. But they come in from the flank with insane damage from Clinks and just make quick work of him and Whisper. This is what you pay when you go double Midas. You don't have these, like, you know, value items right now that might give you that bit of health or bit of armor to set you up. So perhaps shouldn't have been looking for the fight to begin with. Played more patiently. Let the Midases pay off their value, because... in all honesty, LGD weren't like really threatening a lot of buildings right now, or Roche. You already got Roche yourself, and maybe that's why they wanted to fight, so they don't throw away the Aegis. But easy to say afterwards.
All right, little thought experiment here for people that are in Dota TV. If you'd like to cheer for Beastcoast, you like Eggs Benedict. If you like Toast, PSG.LGD. Please let us know your thoughts.
What if you like both? Can you cheer for both?
No.
Dude, you can't tell me Eggs Benedict isn't just God tier.
Okay, nobody cares.
Oh my god.
All right, we should stop talking about this.
I never watched The
Valve's
Matrix,
gonna
not
walk
even
in.
one time.
Valve's going to walk in any minute like, you're done.
213
That's it.
boy.
All right. Looks like
All
it's
right.
Eggs Benedict.
Valve can come
Wow,
and
they
take me out of
really
the
like
cast
it.
as long as they give me Eggs Benedict, okay? That's fine.
I will be paid in Eggs Benedict, please. I mean, it is nourishing, Cinderin.
Oh.
Ame did finish the Dragon Lance, and like you said, Scotty is next, so no Hurricane Pike for him, Cinderin.
Yep.
Despite what you said and promised.
Oh, he changed back to Scotty.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah, I know you just said that, but I'm still happy because he just changed to BKB and was making me look stupid, and now he changed back to Scotty and making me look okay.
Wukong's command, Boundless Strike. Stinger does have egg,
Oh!
but no, not able to cast it in time.
No X-Mark connected there on an additional hero, though.
He did not eat his Eggs Benedict today.
I actually think K1 enraged early, so when he got X-Marked, the duration was so short that they couldn't connect and build anything out of that. So.
All right, Chris Luck working on an Aghanim Scepter, so we'll be able to see the Cataclysm not too far in the future. It's halfway there.
All right. Stinger, or sorry, Schofield has an Invis rune and an interesting angle down here, but the problem is Ame with this build-up is starting to get very, very tanky now. It gets the health from both Dragonlance, Falcon Blade, and the ultimate orb on the way to Scotty.
Yeah.
As long as the Death Pact is running, he's actually a very difficult kill at this point. And you always have to factor in the potential save from Legion Commander if Y is nearby. And it's hard to deal with Ame here.
I mean, one thing that PSG.LGD have to kind of fear is the team fight of Beastcoast. Obviously, it's cooldown dependent, especially with the black hole. But in theory, even if they're down a bunch, which they kind of are right now, we didn't really mention this, 8K net worth lead for LGD, but Cataclysm, when that's online with Black Hole, Egg, Hookshot to set things up, and then you have a fat, juicy bear with a little baby on his head. I'm not just making that up, by the way. That's what you see right here, just for those that are interested. That's a lot of damage.
What do you think if you had this Immortal with the baby Ursa on top, that one could also have cosmetics?
I was thinking that the cowboy hat should be able to be combined.
On the baby
has the cowboy hat too.
Or the baby Ursa could have an even smaller baby Ursa on top of it, and then it's like a Matryoshka doll.
Oh, yeah, that's actually
How
beautiful.
about that?
So is this Schofield hookshot. Why? Of course, it is a support Legion Commander. Midnight Pulse is, and nice Sunstrike. Okay, down he goes. But TP supports are here. LGD looking to potentially defend. But again, very, very hesitant when Black Hole is still available.
Yep. Paying some respect here to Beastcoast's potential wombo combo. They're not in a hurry here either, LGD. I think, you know, sometimes it can be scary going late game against Invoker Enigma, but the flow of the game, what you're accomplishing right now, you know that when Klinks has Scotty, if you get the next Roche, that's when you can truly start threatening high ground, because how do Beast Coast realistically kill your Klinks twice when he has 3k health? Oh, Clockwork is
dead.
Nice, Yule. He's going to get out here.
Dead.
He got out.
Yep. To another dimension where Roche... Well, actually, Roche is alive, so...
Yep.
Where Roche was.
All right, Shannon. Roche number 2. Who do you give the shard to?
For which team?
LGD. I think they're going to get this one.
LGD shard. I mean, Ame's is really good.
Klinks is really good, right?
Tidal Wave is okay. Snapfires is really good.
Dude, they have so many good shards.
Monkey Kings is cool, but it's a position 4. And LC's is god tier as well, but it's again position
maybe give
5.
it. Maybe give it to Legion actually.
It's possible.
I think they'll give it to Klinks if they kill it.
I think so. So the Klinks one is the skeletons when you use your
Skelly Walk. Yeah. Every time you appear from Invis, you get to.
I don't know. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. I think Faith Beyond should get it. Scatterblast one is crazy when you have a Blink Dagger. Like this thing is.
That's
insane.
true. He's currently he's gonna buy it himself though in 100 gold.
Oh yeah, so he is. Okay. So no faith that his team will allow him to pick up Roche's insides.
Dude, Klinks' wave clear is so disgusting.
Does have Ags now, so Cataclysm is available.
Oh no!
A1 going for Roche.
Oh no!
Oh, it's gonna be close. Boundless Strike is there. Duel to follow on the Ursa. Oh no, this is a disaster for Beast Coast. Into the Roche for LGD. Klinks gets the Aegis. Oh man, that was perfect timing from LGD. They get 3 kills, they steal the Roche, take everything from within his disgusting bowels, and Klinks did take the shard. Man, oh man.
Dude, that is just so clean. They send in a Legion 5 to scout, and then instant double hero Boundless Strike there, wonderfully placed by Jinq. And that fight just plays itself. And yeah, I mean, Beast Coast, they're trying, right? It's kind of desperation territory. You do have Blink BKB Enigma, which was kind of the timing you waited for, but unfortunately you did end up hemorrhaging way too many kills getting there. So now you're at a 13k deficit and fighting into an Aegis, so you question whether it's going to be enough in the end anyway. But man, nicely done by
PSG.LGD. We're at the point of the
PSG.LGD.
game where the Midases have yet to really pay off, right?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but LGD are playing well here.
Yeah, shocker.
Yeah, really, really good stuff from them.
They fluke their ways to only 1 loss so far.
Absolute fluke 14-1 so far. Looking to be fluking their way to a 15th win.
Okay, one. It's going to be spotted out by Ame. You see the shard going to work. Has to pop his Enrage, but there's the Yules. Status Resist does nothing against that. But
Black Hole!
Whisper jumps in, gets the nice Black Hole. Cataclysm to follow. The Shark comes in, but that is not going to do anything to Whisper, but Ame does get the damage reduction. So after all that, they get Snapfire. Is position 3 this game. As we see a duel easy victory for Y thanks to Ame.
All right, so that was Black Hole, Cataclysm, Supernova, and they killed one hero and did not get the Aegis.
Yeah.
And then they lost their clock. So it was a 1-for-1. Faith Beyond just drew a lot of stuff on the map because he was dead and had nothing to do.
Oh.
Now Ame's drawing
Are
a
you
line.
sure it was
zone.
him and not Stinger?
I don't know, maybe it was Nah, I think the color was Faith Beyond's. It was a Faith Beyond pen.
Okay. They're going to get the tier 2.
They might go high ground here. The big abilities are down.
2.5 minutes to go.
Oh, hello, Whisper.
No Black
Just gonna
Hole.
blink.
Ame sticking a decent amount of damage, but there's the press the attacks from the low ground. Has to walk through the Midnight Pulse. Up, a hook shot. All right, nothing to say. Stuck inside the cogs, but Lynx just continue to hit the buildings for now. There's the duel, but it's on Ursa. Can he get this kill in time? This is going to be really close. Deafening Blast is there, but Ursa gets blown up. And that in and of itself is a pretty big kill for LGD. I mean, they have a monumentous lead right now. As we're going to see the X marks. And Clinks will come back, and still 2 minutes on Aegis. LGD just looked unstoppable in every game. Nice
Good
meteor.
damage. There's so much
Midnight Pulse.
percentage-based damage between Phoenix and Enigma, actually.
That's true.
Midnight Pulse Sunray is no joke.
Oh, who is this?
Clock is
right.
on a mission.
To die?
Maybe it felt like if he's in a jetpack, they can't reach, but Monkey King is higher up than the
he
jetpack
actually,
is.
Actually has jetpack. Wow.
So,
Sunstrike. Oh! Shared with the creeps, though, so this is going to be the death of the tier 3 at the very least. And with a minute and a half left on Aegis, he'll probably be fine dying here. Or he could go for another X marks play. Though his TP is down for 30, so probably not. Yep, just going to come back in.
nice
Gets
cookie.
the cookie heal. Stuns the buildings. Very important, of course. That's a huge Midnight Pulse. That talent is insane.
Yeah, it's actually so
Good
wild.
lord. Good luck going high ground with that, even with disadvantage.
Yeah.
And LGD is going to be happy as they have more than doubled their lead in the last couple minutes. So I assume, yeah, he does have Shard on Faith Beyond, so we get to see the, I call it the shotgun
Bad
blast now.
tidings, I'm afraid. Radiant's courier has been
Basically
What is
pushes
it?
units back
What's
and
it called?
does
It's called
extra damage and stuns for 2 seconds.
Oh, it's still just called Scatter Blast. It doesn't, yeah.
I mean, they could just rename it to Shotgun.
But Shotgun is morph with E-Blade. It's already taken.
That's not an actual name, though. Schofield in his jetpack, just leaving a trail of fire, ruining the environment, but Jin Q holds him in place. The newly picked up Gleipnir. Oh, I hear a shark. Chris Luck is getting bursted from afar.
Oh
so
my god.
he is Dunzo as well, and Aegis will be Dunzo very soon for Ame. But it looks like LGD want to continue. I mean, they are missing a pretty considerable part of their team fight in the Invoker, but Enigma does have Black Hole now.
Yeah, do they have enough damage in though? I guess they do. If they have a Sunray and Midnight Pulse, they can still kill with Invoker dead. But it's under the condition that it gets to go off.
Gleipnir, Wukong's command. Heals aren't trying to be
cookie him
there,
in.
but
Cute.
Stinger can't heal nearly enough.
Zin cute.
As Assault Kuros now on nothing to say, has the halberd as well. BKB is still 8 seconds, so still pretty high. It's one of the better changes that's actually been made to BKB, in my opinion. The fact that it's not 10 to 5 in terms of the scaling duration. Very underrated change, if you ask me. I'll assume your silence means that you disagree.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Just disagree with me. It's more natural.
I can understand why you and Jenkins get along. He also
Yep.
just wants to be punished.
Masochists
Yeah.
like to stick together.
Well, it doesn't really work if both of you just want to suffer. Somebody's got to inflict it.
That's you.
Oh. Just my mere existence.
You know, just knowing that
Ruins
you're here.
both of your days. How do I deserve to have so much power?
So because they don't have the Aegis, they're going to just go for the tier 2 bottom instead. And yeah, I mean, Beastcoast, I think they're okay. Hookshot misses.
Well,
what was his
thank
plan?
God for that.
What was his
what
plan?
was the plan? It was going in 1 on 4 with no vision around.
You know, it could
Is
be
he
one
farming
of those,
fantasy points at stun duration, or what's the plan here, man? Like, what are you
It could
doing?
have been a next level play where you want to show hookshot to make
Oh,
your
he's flying.
team
Okay.
assume
He's kind of.
he's out of the map. I didn't know this was possible.
Oh,
Okay,
he's back
down.
on the map.
They see him, and away we go. Can't jetpack your way out of this one.
这么看着队友
All right, thoughts on
真的是
the next level play where you miss your hookshot on purpose to make the other team assume that you have backup.
それはどうかな。
It didn't work, obviously.
Yeah.
But the idea.
It's an interesting idea. Probably wouldn't do it when I'm 20k behind, but you know,
True.
every spell kind of counts at that point.
Ame's now holding a Daedalus. Satanic is next. And his farm is out of control. Of course, Beastcoast does have options, and then, like you said, a lot of percentage-based damage. Black Hole with BKB. Only thing that stops that is the duel, which he did go the dual cast range, as you were mentioning earlier.
And Etherlands.
Oh yeah, true.
Doesn't have a dagger though.
Yeah, that's a problem. And no Ags being built for Faith Beyond, although looks like he's going right-click. So once he gets to 20, little Shredder will do a lot of damage. When you get Daedalus. And then the 25 talent is beyond busted, by the way, if you go this build.
Yep.
It is insane. 3x little Shredder multi-shot. You can just triple kill people in one spell. All right, Refresher is now there. As you can see, Beast Coast fans are very happy about that. So double Cataclysm.
Okay. And double Black Hole. Yep, they've both got one. Invoker does not get Black Hole,
Okay.
before you ask.
Maybe the Ag Shard combined would do that, but no.
Here we go. Last-ditch effort from
Yeah.
Beast Coast. If everything fails here, it's over. If everything succeeds, it's probably still over. But it could be over later.
And by over, you mean the game, not the
Yes.
standings, because this
Yes.
does not affect anything.
This game is, for all intents and purposes, practice and a show match.
Oh,
Whisper.
Whisper gets spotted out. Jinkyu jumps in. Whisper has to pop that BKB right off the bat, and they've actually used the egg as well.
All right,
just to kill
Jinkyu.
Jinkyu.
I got him.
Enigma dies, though, so 1 for 1, and now Stinger taking the brunt of the damage from Ame. Oh my god, his damage is out of control, and there's the dual victory. Triple kill for Ame. Buyback was expended by Jinkyu, but it's going to be well worth it, as PSG.LGD well on their way to finishing their group stage in style.
Good news is Enigma still has 2 black holes, so in 40 seconds,
After the game is over, his
they just
black
need to
holes
hold out
will
40
be available.
seconds. They have Glyph. They are not using Glyph.
That is correct.
They are
Cinderin.
still not using Glyph. Just another 28. There's the
Yeah.
tornado.
You can do it. They can still do it, Cinderin.
They called
Don't go for
GG,
buildings.
just 20 seconds to
No,
go.
they can do it. GG is fake. Don't go for the ancient. Beast Coast. Double black hole still online.
Ugh.
All right, so
It could have worked.
coulda, shoulda, woulda. PSG.LGD. Is it 15-1?
15-1. The
And the one
only
loss to
team
Secret.
to beat them one game was Secret in a game that was very close as well. LGD in that game were playing Alchemist on Ame against Ogre Tiny. Thank you. Nice not having to move myself. I do appreciate good service. Thank you, Shannon.
I'm sorry, were you done talking?
This game is over.
Okay.
And
so
so
that
is this broadcast.
is the end of
for
the group
today.
stage, indeed. Beast Coast, as we've talked about, ends up 5th, so lower bracket, but they're the highest seed. And then, well, LGD, as you can imagine, top of the world right now, but we'll see if they can do it in the main event. So we're done for group stage, Cinderin. Any thoughts about it in general? China is
Yep,
dominating.
Chinese teams look amazing. LGD, IG, as well as Vici Gaming, probably the 3 biggest ones, right? Yeah, they are. They have the best placements. Overall, a lot of people are expecting LGD to do super well here. They're delivering 15-1, IG now 14-2. I think the team most people were expecting in the upper bracket that didn't make it is EG. I think that's the biggest negative surprise from
Yeah.
an upper bracket perspective.
3 and 8, all 3.
All 3
Lower
NA teams,
bracket.
lower bracket, yep. They're
Yikes.
all alive at least.
Well, the thing that
And
feels
the
bad
silver
about
lining is if the 2 NA teams play against each other, then one of them makes top 12.
Wow, that's really good news.
So
That's the
something
saddest
to
part
hold
about
on
it
to.
all is
they
that-
might meet.
Yeah, if they meet, that's very, very sad as an NA boy myself. But that is the end of
It's
the group
brackets,
stage for
anything
us.
can happen.
Stop talking at the same time as me. It doesn't really work. You might imagine having ears, so you should be able to understand that concept, Cinderin. Suns fan and Cinderin signing out, everybody. We'll see you guys in the main event.